The first celebrity to get COVID was Tom Hanks. Remember when Tom Hanks got COVID?
Yeah.
I remember where I was when Tom Hanks got COVID. Like I remember where I was on other major events.
Yeah.
I
remember where I was the first time that I was watching JFK, the movie, and found out that JFK got shot.
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought JFK. I couldn't believe. Yeah, I used to. I didn't understand. You know when this is true. I mean, again, I guess a little kid honest mistake. I didn't know. I thought that it was interesting to me because I never put two and two together. When I remember learning about JFK in school, I was like, oh, that's weird that he was named after an airport. Right. But JFK, but I didn't understand that. No, of course they named it JFK.
Dude, could you imagine being alive when that happened?
Imagine,
I imagine. I mean, even looking back, you get a little bit of a sense of what that might have felt like.
Yeah, no,
but imagine being alive during that. Like that's got to feel like as vulnerable as we felt like during like the attacks,
9/11.
Yeah,
they can.
Like you just feel like, oh man, like.
Dude,
not many people experience that kind of feeling.
So it was crazy to talk to this guy. I don't know if we ever talked about this on the podcast, but I did the Opie and Anthony show once. Or actually, this was just Opie. This was just the Opie show. Anthony had left by now, but it was on Sirius XM. And I got to be in an interview with, I'm forgetting his name, but he's an older man now. He's like in his 90s. He was the guy, like when JFK gets shot and it speeds away and the Secret Service agent jumps in the back? Yeah. Him. I interviewed him. I got to speak directly to him. He wrote a book and Google, what's his name? How the fuck did you do that? Go, because he was on he was the guest on the Opie and Anthony show. Opie Radio, go Chris Distefano, JFK book, whatever. Yeah, no. That's not it. All these things are how dumb is Chris Distefano. Great, thank you. This is all it is. Or Clint. Google Clint. Clint Black. Clint Black might be his name. Go Clint Black JFK. This is it.
Isn't Clint Black a country music star?
Maybe that's him.
Clint Black?
Clint Hill. Clint Hill is his name. Google Clint Hill. I interviewed him. See, Secret Service agent Clint Hill. Oh, that's the YouTube thing. I asked him silly questions. What questions did I ask him? Can we play this? Or are we going to get flagged?
Maybe. Oh, wow. I studied history. I know the.
Well, I mean, that was a tough day for Mr. Hill.
It was a tough day for
the
nation.
Is that Hillary Clinton?
Tough day for everyone.
Were you ever walking around the White House and you saw something like you weren't supposed to? Like you make a turn down a corner and you see two scientists dragging in like an alien?
That man was there. That man was.
He was there. Look, he was here. This guy was here. I think he might say something about it now.
Did that ever happen?
No, that never did happen.
Dragging in.
That would be a good chapter.
Did it ever happen? No, because I know you're a man of science. But are
you made him laugh.
There we go. He's got no teeth on the side,
if you want to,
like an infant.
You've seen some shit down in that nuclear shelter.
Wow.
Do the planes have escape pods just in case? Do they was there seriously like a button that he would go in and then?
No.
Or they don't? So if the shit goes down, then you're all going down?
Oh, Clint Hill's wrong.
Wow, Clint Hill.
Clint Hill exposed.
I think the back of the plane opens up.
He believes in aliens. He doesn't believe in aliens.
You gotta have that.
So Clint Hill though, but what he did tell us is that when he jumped into the back of that car, like you see that image, like
it's harrowing.
Pull up JFK car driving away, because Clint Hill is the guy who runs in the back. The video of him driving away.
I wonder where that car
see, that's
is.
Clint Hill. You see Clint Hill to the right? That's him who's mooning the camera. Way to go, Clint. Who's mooning the camera right here?
Whoa! He's running into it.
Running into it. He said when
that is crazy. He's running into the line of fire.
He told us. He said when I ran into the car, I jumped over. He said, and I saw President JFK's brain pulsating in and out of his skull. He said there was not a chance in hell he was going to survive. He said we knew as soon as he said it was absolutely. He said now, so many years later, he's like it was kind of just show and protocol to bring him to the hospital. He's like he was dead. He was dead before we got down the street. He was dead. Yeah. He said he got 2 full, 12, 14-inch sniper rifle bullets in the back of his head, like dead. Shot twice, and then one in the neck, one in the head. He said so, and then we asked him, we said, do you think it was an inside job? And he said, no. At the time, no. He said, as time has went on, I'm not sure.
Really?
That's what he said. pretty sick.
I forget, like, because there's multiple theories, right?
Yeah, there's like that it was the Russians, that it was most people.
But it wasn't Lee Harvey.
Clint Hill said it wasn't him.
Yeah,
Clint Hill said for sure it wasn't him, which is wild.
It was and wait, who am I mixing up here? Lee Harvey Oswald was accused of shooting him, but then who's Jack Ruby?
Jack Ruby shot Lee Harvey Oswald. Killed Lee Harvey Oswald. Yeah, who like that. And then I think Jack Ruby died like a week later.
Jack Ruby.
Who they named Ruby Tuesdays after.
Right. And to this day they have half price apps during happy hour
because of that. Yeah, and Jack Ruby is related to who else is Ruby from Wizard of Oz?
Ruby.
What's her name for the Wizard of Oz?
Oh,
isn't her name Ruby?
Dorothy.
Isn't her name Dorothy Ruby?
What's Dorothy's name again? Jesus Lord.
I thought Dorothy was something with Ruby. I could be wrong.
This is where your mind just blanks. How do we not know what her name is?
Julie Garland, which we stayed at the Garland Hotel.
Judy, right?
Oh, Judy Garland. No. Judy Garland. A lot of people talk about Judy Garland. I know her sister Julie.
All right.